Yo, lock in. It's time to build.
Welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to create our own class and then make an object from that class. Our class will describe what a game character is. You can think of a class like a blueprint for creating characters inside a game. Many different characters can be created from the same blueprint. We create a game character class to create our blueprint. Next, we store some information about our character. These are fields also called instance variables. Fields store information about each character. Every character we create will have its own copy of these variables. For example, one character might be called NovaKnight at level 5, while another might be Shadow Mage at level 10. Each object keeps its own values for these fields. Now we define a method. A method describes something the character can do. We create a simple method to introduce the character by name and level. This line prints a message to the console. Notice that we use the variables name and level. When this method runs, Java automatically uses the values stored inside the current game character object. Next, to create an object of game character, we create a public class that contains a main function. The file name we use to save this code must match this class name exactly. Once we have our public class, we need to create the main method. This is where our program starts running. Java always begins execution from the main method. Now we create a new game character object. The statement new game character builds a fresh object using the game character blueprint. Java allocates memory for the object and prepares space for the field's name and level. The variable hero stores a reference to that object, meaning it gives us a way to access and interact with it. Next, we fill in the character's data. We use the dot operator to access things inside an object. So hero name means go to the object referenced by hero and set its name field. Whereas hero.level means go to the same object and store the value 5 inside the level field. Now this specific character object contains real data. Finally, we ask the object to do something by introducing itself. This calls the method defined earlier in the class. When the method runs, it uses the name and level stored inside this game character object. The output will therefore include the values we stored earlier. Save the file as objectsandclasses.java. Compile the program with javac objectsandclasses.java, then run the program with the java objects and classes command. You should see the game character introduce themselves in the output. The key things to remember are that a class is a blueprint that defines a new type. It describes what data an object has and what it can do. An object is an instance created from a class using the new keyword. Fields store data inside an object. Methods define behavior that an object can perform. We access both fields and methods using the dot operator. Only one class in a file can be public, and its name must match the file name. Well done! You've learnt some of the main fundamentals of Java already.